What is up, investors? Welcome back to another episode of Everything Crypto, where we talk about everything related to the crypto markets, including the latest and most important news, deep dives on projects we see as having huge potential in the future, as well as technical analysis on all coins featured on the channel. As always, please remember that nothing on this channel is financial advice, but rather my own thoughts, opinions, and research that I have compiled and broken down into a more digestible format for you, the viewer. So all you got to do is sit back, relax, grab that morning cup of coffee, and enjoy the content. And on that note, if you do enjoy the content, please consider supporting myself and the channel by hitting that sub and like button, by showing some love to the Twitter page. For those of you that have been with the channel for a while, you know that the number one principle on this channel is to be fully transparent and always keep it real with absolutely zero paywalls associated. That means no paid Patreon, no paid Discord, in which we practice milking extra money from our viewers in return for transparency. Rather, we believe that this transparency should come at absolutely no cost, and that is how we roll over here. So if you do appreciate that, just please consider supporting myself and the channel in those ways. And on that note, we are going to get right into today's content, as we do have a bit of unfortunate news, especially if you are a Celsius user within the United States. So for those of you who are unaware, Celsius actually announced on their Twitter as of April 11th that they were actually updating their crypto earn accounts in compliance with United States regulation. Now, how will these changes impact Celsius users? We're going to break that down first, and then after we break down these changes, we're going to talk about why this makes me more bullish than ever on DeFi, why I think DeFi is going to be incredibly important moving forward if we want to actually protect our crypto and earn a decent yield on it. And finally, we're going to talk about why this actually makes me very bullish, specifically on the Crypto.com DeFi wallet. So without further ado, let's just get right into these changes. So all coins transferred to Celsius by users in the United States prior to April 15, 2022 will continue to earn rewards, and those existing coins will continue to earn rewards for as long as they remain in your earn account. Meaning that basically, if you want to continue earning on Celsius, you must have all of your coins in their own earn program before April 15th of 2022. And after this date, you will not be able to actually remove any of the coins from these earn programs. Rather, you will be able to remove them, but you must do so knowing that you will not then be able to reallocate them into this pool to earn. So basically what they're saying here is lock up whatever you want to continue earning on before April 15th, and then after that, you're done. However, please do know that this is not being rolled out for all people in the US. This is actually only impacting quote unquote non-accredited investors. And this is the big piece of this article that is really bothering me. I know it's really irking people on Twitter as well, but basically they say here that non-accredited investors can continue to swap, borrow, and transfer within their Celsius custody accounts. However, only accredited investors are going to have access to earning and growing their crypto through Celsius. So they state down here that verified accredited investors in the United States will be able to add new coins into their earn accounts, where they will continue to earn rewards. And then ironically, they say down here, they leave this off by saying Celsius will never stop advocating for financial freedom. However, it appears that they are really only allowing or advocating for the financial freedom of the rich, and they are actually once again just completely nerfing the rewards for the middle to lower class, the people who actually need them. And this is honestly just shameful, in my opinion, how they are differentiating between basically accredited and non-accredited investors. And this tweet right here really sums it up pretty well, actually tweeting directly at Gary Gensler, the chair of the SEC. And the reason they're doing this is because obviously these changes were made in compliance with United States regulation, which means that it definitely was upon the order of the SEC. And they say this is awful. You are taking away the ability for the average person to increase their wealth under the guise of protection, quote unquote. The only thing you have done is allow the rich to get richer. Thank you once again for your quote unquote help. This is why DeFi is the future. So you can see here on these Celsius page what their earn rates are. And if you are a platinum rate member, you're pretty much getting about 9.32% on majority of your stable coins. And then you can see here on the actual cryptos themselves, like Polkadot 11%, Matic 9.52%. And you can go down this list and see what was being offered. But do once again keep in mind that as of April 15, 2022, if you are not already in the Crypto Earn program on Celsius, you will no longer be eligible for these rates unless you are the top 1% and a quote unquote accredited investor. And to me, this is just absolute garbage, okay? This is just Celsius picking and choosing who they want to continue allowing to earn on their platform. And they basically do want to continue attracting big money and accredited investors while also not allowing your average everyday investor to begin earning yield on crypto. So I'm really not impressed with these changes by Celsius. However, I am not surprised either. And you guys can go ahead and go back to this video. We made this in early March upon the Crypto.com changes that they made to the Crypto Earn program. And we specifically said that overall it was a negative change to the Crypto Earn feature. However, most likely necessary for regulatory purposes and for the stability of the platform. And we did mention in this video that we would expect these changes to roll out on multiple other platforms moving forward, okay? And the reason being was quite simple. This all started off with the BlockFi lawsuit in which the SEC sued them for $100 million for their interest programs. Then they shut down the Coinbase lending program. Then Crypto.com made their changes to Crypto Earn. Nexo shut down all of their interest accounts within the United States. And that is why we said from the get-go, this is not the centralized exchanges, rather the SEC that is really clamping down on them here. So once again, what we see here, and it is really summarized well in the last sentence of this tweet, this is why DeFi is the future, okay? So guys, clearly we can see if you have been a user of any centralized exchange for the past year and a half, clearly we can see that the SEC is tightening their grip on these exchanges. They're making it harder and harder for us to actually earn a decent yield through a centralized exchange, thus really bringing forth the necessity for DeFi. Now, these changes that have been made to all these centralized exchanges in the past couple of months have been rather unfortunate. However, what we did say in our previous video, when we kind of talked about what we were doing with our crypto upon all of these Crypto Earn changes across platforms, we actually decided that we were no longer going to use Crypto Earn through the Crypto.com or through any other centralized exchange. And what we instead decided to do was move on over to the Crypto.com DeFi Wallet. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is break down for you guys why these changes here actually just make me more bullish than ever on DeFi and specifically on the Crypto.com DeFi Wallet. And the main reason here that we are so bullish on DeFi as a whole, but specifically the Crypto.com DeFi wallet, is because this wallet right here represents really the simplest way to start getting people introduced to DeFi. Now listen, as time goes on, I would just expect the growing popularity of DeFi to just continue. And I think that as more and more people actually begin to buy cryptocurrency and explore DeFi and see how they can generate yield, not through these centralized exchanges, but through decentralized finance, I do think that DeFi will continue to expand. However, the matter of fact is that especially for people getting into crypto, DeFi can be a very scary place. And that is why people do tend to park their coins on these centralized exchanges. It is something that I am, very much against. I've said it in many videos. I really think that everyone should look into a cold storage wallet and to actually removing your crypto from these centralized exchanges. The only cryptocurrency I own on a centralized exchange is my CRO that is locked up for the Visa, and that is it. Not an extra single dollar of crypto do I keep on a centralized exchange, because it is not my crypto on an exchange. It is in their custody. And Celsius literally says it right here, a new custody solution. That means that they are guarding your coins. You do not actually own them, okay? And secondly, if we look at these rates on the Celsius exchange, they are impressive, okay? But I'll tell you guys right off the bat that you can actually find much better yield through DeFi. The matter of fact is that because people are more comfortable with centralized exchanges and uncomfortable with DeFi, that a lot of people will lock up for these rates. But I know for a fact through DeFi, you can earn 14% on your Polkadot. you can grab 12% on your Matic. I personally am staking my AVAX right now for about 9.5%. So there are much better rates out there through DeFi if you are willing to actually look for them. And I do think that as the SEC continues to clamp down on these exchanges, and as people start to see their earnings going less and less and less over time, that more and more people will turn to DeFi. So enter the Crypto.com DeFi wallet, by far the simplest way to be introduced to DeFi. And why is that? Well, after you have actually downloaded the Crypto.com app, it is very simple. All you have to do is go to your settings. There is going to be a button that says connect DeFi wallet. You're going to click it, and then boom, your DeFi wallet is going to be connected. And then it is simply just a matter of clicking on this DeFi wallet and sending funds to the wallet. And then that's it. You now are able to actually use your crypto and interact with different DeFi platforms through this wallet. So for example, and the main thing that we always talk about here on this channel is actually going ahead and transferring your CRO from the main app to the DeFi wallet. Then you're going to go here down to this little earn tab and press start earning. And here you can see they're showing you some of the rates on this DeFi earn program. This picture is outdated, but I can tell you for a fact right now that CRO is offering about 12.2%. Atom is actually offering upwards of 16%, and so on and so on. You can actually just download the app and check out those rates yourself. But after you click start earning, it is a simple matter of picking a validator, and boom, you can begin starting to earn your rewards. And they actually go ahead and tell you right here what the criteria is for selecting a good validator. So you want them to have over 98% uptime, and basically uptime is the amount of time that the node is running. And if the node is not running, you are not earning rewards. So ideally, you want your node to be up 99.999% of the time, so you are effectively always earning rewards. And you also want the actual validator for your node, the delegator, to have under 7% voting power to ensure the pool remains decentralized. So what I have done here is I have actually found a pool through the Crypto.com DeFi wallet that checks both of our boxes. It is called Jerry's pool. Jerry is the validator, and he has 99.98% uptime, which means his node is running effectively all the time. You are always earning your rewards. Not to mention, he only has 3.87% voting power, ensuring that this pool is decentralized. And last but not least, he is actually offering this at 0% commission, meaning none of this 12.23% is going to commission. So with that said, these Celsius changes are incredibly unfortunate. However, I do think that over time, as the SEC continues to clamp down on to these centralized exchanges, that more and more people will flood to DeFi. And this is where Crypto.com comes in my opinion, as they really are trying to make it incredibly easy for everybody to earn cryptocurrency, for everybody to own cryptocurrency. And they have, as a matter of fact, said that is their goal, to have everybody in the world have some crypto in their wallet through Crypto.com. Now, what they've done here is, again, they've made it incredibly simple to actually hook up the DeFi wallet to your main app, and I do think that this will serve as a very easy onboarding process for people into the DeFi space. And once again, this just means nothing but good things for CRO as they continue to expand this ecosystem. And you guys can even grab a little bit of a sneak peek here at what these rewards really start to look like. This is the video that we did last week with the rewards, and this was just with the Jade Green Visa and the Crypto.com DeFi wallet. And you are looking here at about an 81% increase in your CRO over a 5-year period, okay? And if you want to figure out exactly how we did those calculations, I will leave a link to that video in the description down below. But suffice to say that there are much better places to actually, get that yield on your crypto than through the centralized exchanges. And I think as time goes on, that the more and more the SEC wants to clamp down on them, the more and more bullish this is for Crypto.com, but more specifically their DeFi products in the long run. So with that said, I do hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you are a Celsius user in the United States, let me know what you are doing with your crypto on the platform given these changes. I'll be back at you guys with more regularly scheduled this content. Peace out for now.